Hello, Narwhal Nation. How are you guys today? I have a look for you for Tutorial Tuesday. I apologize that we didn't have one last week. I got super behind with everything going on for TwitchCon and all of that. We'll have an extra video this week to make up for it. But today's look, originally, I'm using this lingerie collection called Naughty Nights from Rude Cosmetics. Originally, I was planning to go in like a fall direction because the colors in this, well, that's not the one we're not using. We're not using Naughty Nights. I'm sorry, we're using Wild Nights. This is more like deeper colors. The other one is more rainbowy, like bright. This is more deeper colors. So, I mean, the plan originally was to do something that was a little bit more fall oriented, and it went into a completely different direction. So this is a very pink duochrome look. Fuck the seasons, right? Like, where would you like? I like how it turned out. I hope you guys do too. Thank you so much for everything. I love you guys, and I hope you enjoy. So for my eyeshadow base for this particular look, there's Gigi. I believe I'm just using a concealer here. Just any concealer that you have that you really like that'll stay put. I believe this is Tarte Shape Tape. And then the first color that I am using here is called Passion. In addition to creating this tutorial for you guys, I also was using this as an example for my video that is the 5 makeup mistakes, the most common makeup mistakes. And one of those is blending. And I always find that a lot of the times people have issues with blending, so I really wanted to show some techniques here. So basically what I'm doing is just sort of stamping, pressing on this color all on my lid, up in the crease, just to about a little bit below my brows. And then I'm taking the shade Come Hither and applying it into the outer corners, the outer third of the eyes, kind of in like a diagonal. So I'm putting more towards the actual like lash line of my eyes, and then kind of in an angle, putting it upwards towards the outer corners. Then I'm using my blending brush. This blending brush is a clean blending brush. It doesn't have anything on it, but I'm using it to just kind of showcase the techniques here of you can do side to side, you can do sort of small circles, but just making sure that everything is really nice and diffused. Another thing I'll do when it comes to blending is take more of a skin tone color, like Striptease is what I'm using right here, and just using it around the edges of the look, which is what I did here, just to kind of soften everything up just a tiny, tiny bit. And then I'm using Entice with a different brush on the actual brow. I'm putting more product than I need because then I'll go back with my blending brush after I've applied it, and then I'll just kind of really softly blend it into my actual lid color. This is a way to sort of erase, quote unquote, your main lid color if it goes too high, if you need to kind of tone it down, if it gets too close to the brows. This is something that I do a lot, where I'll put a little bit more of a brow highlight than I need and then just go back in with my blending brush and just kind of diffuse everything together. I'm taking Thrill Me with a small brush and putting it really close to the lash line and really kind of having it, again, just like before, on the lash line, but more so pushing it towards the outer corners to create sort of a smokiness to this look. I'm going to add more. As you can see, I added a lot more on that side than on the other side. And just going to add a little bit more and then really keep adding that so that it keeps smoking it out really nice and softly. That's really the key here, is to just keep doing layers instead of a lot at once, and that way you really have control of the blend on your look and how soft, how nice the gradient is, so it won't end up looking really patchy. Next, I'm taking a little bit of Fishnets, which is the darkest color here. It's kind of like a soft charcoaly black. It's not super, super, super like the blackest black eyeshadow ever, but I'm just putting a little bit on the outer part of my look. You could see I definitely regretted using that particular brush to apply it, but you know, trying to work through it. Although, yikes, that was a big mistake, as you could see. Once I blended that, probably for like an hour, I'm using Passion again on the lower lash line, and this is another trick that I will do where I'll put the darkest color closest to my lash line and then a lighter color going outward so that I can get that gradient on the lower lash line as well, and then just blend, 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 blend. It was about this point that I decided I wanted this to be a real duochrome look. So the color I'm using here is Fuchsia Fiction, I believe is what it's called, from Stila. It's one of the Little White Lies colors. I am obsessed with all of those. They are by far my most used product out of anything. These are my staple product. I am obsessed with them. So put that right in the center there, and then of course on the other side as well. And then I topped it off with a little bit of the Naked Cosmetics Ivory collection to try and add even more of this duochrome fantasy goodness. This is also what I ended up using to blend out the outer corners and the lower lash line of my look. Is I just took the pink from the Naked Cosmetics Ivory palette, blended it out so it kind of started at the corners of my eyes and then worked its way down. And then I also used it a little bit on the brow bone and then above my eyebrows too. So I really wanted to just go ham when it came to the duochrome fantasy going on in this look. Definitely didn't start out that way. Definitely was meant to be a fall look, as I mentioned before, but you know, sometimes you just start a journey and you don't really know where it's gonna end, and then suddenly you're covered in pink duochrome, and such is life, right? Of course, we can't do a duochrome look without having a duochrome inner corner, so I'm using yellow tails here, just add a little bit of definition, a little bit of something different than specifically the pink. So the yellow tails, Stila Glitter and Glow. And then for my lips, I'm using a new liquid lip from Too Faced. It's their new Clover liquid lip color. I thought it was pretty and it kind of matched everything. And then as my lip topper, I'm using a pink duochrome from Milani because, you know, let's just complete this head to toe or face, complete face, forehead to chin duochrome. Anyways, I really hope that you guys like this, and I will talk to you soon. Bye!